to happen, but let's see if they can pull it out right here, right now.
Oh, I'm going to get Jason counting a shovel every time he digs himself deeper into that League Ops hole. Mihal sweating bullets with every word out of Kaplan's lips. But yes, a lot at stake. Team Liquid definitely in a prime position to collect a top 3 exit here. And Yanko really raised some eyebrows for us here, Chad. Just talking about how little Liquid have played.
Yeah, it's one of those quandaries, right? They decided to not spend too much time in Europe. They're just before the break there, wanted to opt for a bit more time at home. And well, coming out the gates here, that's one of the reasons I had them as a sleeper team, and not sleeper in the terms of they were going to...
Resident sleeper.
Yeah, they were just going to find themselves a slow group stage, but they're the favourites here as per 1xBet odds, and we are looking like a B lean.
I mean, 1xBet, it's getting extreme now. 1-8 before a single round of play. And Elige has been looking fantastic so far, though. He's found nothing and locked out a short. The smokes are up and the bodies are dropped. Kit on the site, so they'll have a good go. Grim goes down, and Liquid are running out of players here. TeamOne with a flawless pistol. XNS looking clean as well. And yeah, this could get interesting. Now, Chad, I think now would be a perfect time for me to ask you to give us a quick lowdown on what you've learned about TeamOne's Mirage. You've seen them play a couple of times. It seems to be their most comfortable pick. And now they're 1-0 up.
Yeah, some of the things which are a bit more quirky about the way they do it is they're this team who, if we see them go A, you'll see them take a bit of space and then kind of pause out. That's something that we've seen a bit working in... let's say mixed bags worth of success. I think as well here, this is one of those maps where if Malbs can find his comfort zone, he can just find a lot of multi-kill impact around middle.
I mean, yeah, you will watch Malbs throughout this game. If this is your first Malbs showing, just wait. Tune in and catch as one man does his utmost to keep his team competitive, even in the face of large disadvantage.
And while we have Naf in B halls there, when we do get TeamOne onto the CT side, they've had this maneuver they pulled out a couple times, right? You may remember it. They boost 2 players up towards the B apps and they go aggressive on their CT side for room. So it's a couple of notes, just little cliff notes.
Yeah, certainly. And I mean, this is my first look of Liquid in this group, so I'm actually just excited as well to be casting the North American squad. I've been enjoying the games. I've been enjoying the success. Of course, that loss against Gambit gonna haunt them. That will too. Naf, a single shot out of his scout. He's kept very honest. Elige so paranoid about short. And this force buy could not look any less threatening.
Yeah, just a save right now. Team Liquid wanting to hold on to their investment here. Now, something that we need to add the framing to, maybe you just missed the death segment. What's on the line here is Team Liquid can secure themselves a top 3 placing with the win today. And you need to know that TeamOne are already out, right? TeamOne cannot qualify no matter what happens in their game today. And tomorrow they have no way of making it through. So for them, they have everything to gain in a win. In the sense of, it's just going to be them getting that... voodoo out of the server, right? Because it really has felt agonizing here. Pasadena are going to hunt for a little bit more.
Don't you feel as well that, like, when you're in a TeamOne, when you're a team like TeamOne, we've seen multiple, you know, Tier 2 nipping at the heels of Tier 1. There is often this phase where you start looking quote-unquote competitive, certainly on your map picks, but it's always those little breakpoints, those small, like a couple of anti-eco losses.
A couple of double Linus Glock kills.
Linus Glock kills transpiring. You know, like, they go overtime multiple times. They've pushed and clutched and done it all. I do think for them, it's just a case of, as you put it, breaking that curse, and I do think that it's par for the course for a team like TeamOne.
Yeah, and now in this environment, when I say they're playing for everything, obviously they can't make it through, but based off of your conversation, the whole point here is for these guys to get the confidence to know that they can win against some of the better teams in the world, right? And then if those floodgates open, and then they find themselves up 14-10 on Overpass, then maybe they're converting that map in the future as opposed to losing, right? We won't have to play Billy Ray Cyrus, "Don't break my heart, my achy breaky heart. I just don't think it'd understand."
I couldn't believe that Hannah Montana's father was so successful.
I can't believe Hannah Montana was so successful. Look at Miley go.
I know, right? Wow. I mean, that's a shout out to Miley for breaking the whole Disney princess character.
Snapped it over an E, didn't she?
Yeah. I think that's what the whole Wrecking Ball video was for. It's how she got out of her contract.
Well, there was the whole, who was the guy who she did the song on the bit of grinding on the stage?
But it was something like that. I'm pretty sure like that was the only way she was going to get out of her Disney contract was to grind her crotch on a Wrecking Ball.
Yeah, well,
but fair play to her.
Each to their own, I guess.
And I'll tell you what, her live acoustic version of Jolene,
Jolene.
Oh, she's got the voice, man. She's got the voice. Recommend to a friend.
Some people get on giant wrecking balls, other people leak documents, but either way, you get out of the contract nonetheless. 3-0 for the scoreline.
Didn't realize there was a parallel to be drawn, but fair play, Chad. You know what? I'll give you that one.
If we don't laugh, we'll cry. Yeah. There's sad scenes out there at the moment. But let's take a little bit of a looky-loo here at Team Liquid. We'll go through the square window for those of you from Play School here today.
The square.
We have the AWP out for the big man, Fallen. Elige is another standout. Naf really starting to get his juices flowing. So we'll see really how much pain Liquid can lay down range. This is the type of game where you don't want to get complacent if you're Liquid. This is the one that you should be converting, and you want to keep it as quick and easy as possible.
Stewie 2K, as always, attracted to that smoke. Trying to find an angle around it, and actually he's managed to evade all of their nades and bullets so far, so he'll still be relevant. They are setting up, they want to once again test B, which is so brave considering it's Naf and Elige, their sharpest soldiers. Here they come. Straight in, Naf does deal with the first, it's PRT snapped. And caught jumping, another XNS, doesn't get his boots on the ground, and Elige just dismisses them.
Oh, well, get the hell out of here. I think against the lower buys, it looks a lot easier than that does. And you're right. If you said to me, you just gave me an option, you gave me two options. Hey, you can go towards A. It's going to be more where Grim and Stewie are. Or you can go towards B. That's where Naf and Elige are. I can tell you which one I'd be picking, right? But this could be testament here that TeamOne are just going to play their own game, right? They're not going to play necessarily around their opponents. You know, it's okay, we want to condition B early. Regardless of who's there, that's the game plan.
They also have shown a penchant for A. I mean, don't forget, they've been doing their pausey plays. XNS was so good for TeamOne in finding their opening kills on the T side on Overpass yesterday. I wonder if he can do the same up ramp. He was often the first or second man in, but that makes you vulnerable to a Fallen Orb. The flashes better be good. Fallen to be tested here. Stewie called upon. Smokes are up.
Smokes on the map.
There is a lot up for now. And as they crawl dry into his Orb, he laughs it off. Takes the first, the flash deployed. Grim's actually just hiding in that sandwich smoke.
Oh, they have an idea. Bullets. Heard that.
You will have heard that. PRT, just one bullet. Yeah, there it is. Can't finish off the job, though. And poor Pesadeo.
Yeah, the real issue there was the fact they took too long to clear out Grim, so his life meant a lot. Smoke's faded. Pesadeo now 1-on-3 situation. The bomb is in the open, and they know exactly where he is. Smoked off. That'll deny the Palace escape, and while he runs back to get that bomb, Naf is going to cut off the T-spawn rotation, so locked on in towards this quadrant of the map right now. Will need to fight his way through. He has an idea that the push is possible, but glued in on retrieving that C4, and with Fallen's AWP trained, Stewie ready to assist, and Naf making sure there's no way out. This round should be Team Liquid's second. Yeah,
no doubt about it. Pesadeo's got 30 seconds to somehow bait out an AWP shot or equip himself with one of his own. Okay, well, that's an alternative. I don't think you've got it saved just yet. Oh, and with his knife out, he's actually gotten a chance away. And he will punish Naf. Perhaps the save is becoming a little more realistic here.
He'd love to hold on to that for Maluki, right? So,
did you see the T-stats, though, on Maluki?
That's crazy, yeah. Right? Because we've been talking about his impact on the CT side. We can visualize where we saw the impact of his AWP on the CT side. It's just crazy that there's that disparity. Now, T-sided AWPing, look, I don't want to do it. Keep me a million miles away from it. Hey, go here and fight this player, right? When he's set up, has a smoke, he's AWPing as well. Like, no, thank you. I'll give that one a miss. But the CT side, his positioning has looked fantastic. A couple of nice ones there from Fallen as well. So, taking a look into the next round of play, there's not enough money for TeamOne to go around here. It is just the saved AWP, but it looks like, well, they're rallying the troops here. Pesadeo.
Couple of backup Kevlars if Maluki goes down.
Yeah, so the Deagles are going to be nice here to supplement this. It means that they at least have something more to work with than just the AWP. And as he's posted up, the deep molly thrown, no close clear, and it is just Grim right now. They could waterfall out and pressure him a lot.
God, yeah, and they could get the bomb down default if they did hurry up with this. A single flash. Grim still has his vision. He hears the scope, and reaction from Liquid is on its way. Good damage. That was the bomb, though. PRT didn't quite finish his meal, and now Maluki's getting swung on. He's got multiple targets. No hope for him. Elige, nice reactions as well. And And so Liquid, well, that's quite the lockout so far. I mean, we haven't seen TeamOne really be able to have a convincing one with a gun in their hands.
You like the attempt there from TeamOne. You can see what the idea is. You can see the thought process. Just unfortunately not able to make it potent with the plant. And that plant could have meant a lot for this gun round. So you can see them scrapping this together. Grim able to turn around in time. So the Glock just not doing enough. But you can see what that's reflected in the buy here. TeamOne have a MAC-10 and a Galil. AK's and light-ish on the U-tilt. Smoked off window, the boost is up. Elige looking for another vantage point, and back towards B they go. Naf, they're knocking on the door.
Yeah, Liquid looking very well drilled here. They're getting their information efficiently. Naf is willing and brave to throw some bullets down into the B apartments. He hasn't found any contact, and they are slinking through the underpass for a late mid clear.
So this is giving time for Elige to do one or two things. That's one of the two.
Too easy. PRT doesn't even get his boots back on the ground. Fallen door. Oh, nearly a second. That's got to be the cancel call, and, well, you can't cancel when your whole team's gone.
Oh, I love that there from Liquid, right? They left the Elige just to be comboed in mid, and they actually allowed the AWPer to rotate back over towards Kitchen. So, right, just because you're the window player, guys, you can always end up being a B defender at some times. You're not stuck in that one location. So, great little CT-sided rotation here in a perched up position. That's just execution, right? Imagine clearing at that angle. You already have so much to worry about. More dramas now as the scoreline reads 4-3, and Team Liquid have taken the lead in this one. How long can they keep it going, though? Should be at least one more round dotted onto the board. 4 Deagles P250 and a warning shot from Pasadeo. He's going to try and take the space here. Now, I recommended you guys yesterday if you wanted to watch the Liquid comp video. I hope you did. You would have learnt a lot. Stewie doing quite a lot of organizational type tendencies in these mid rounds.
Organizational? How would you define that?
Like, so for example, there's one of the rounds, right, where they're going up mid to hit A, and Stewie's calling the timing on the utility and where he wants people to throw what pieces of utility. Now, obviously, we all are aware of the back and forth of in-game leadership between Fallen and Stewie, and I think like one of the things is with Fallen, maybe he's just calling the flow of the game, right? Now, I'm speculating here, but when you hear Stewie doing some of that micromanaging stuff, that's going to happen regardless on a map, right? The in-game leader, if he's the AWPer and he's posted up in window, he's not organizing the B defense. Yes. That's up to the B defenders, right? On the T side is when maybe you can start speculating a little bit more, but if your Fallen's like he's entry fragging and someone else can organize behind him, that's nice. If Fallen's holding an angle with an AWP and somebody else has a better idea of what's going on the map and they can organize it, very important stuff, right? You're not always going to be in the right position to make the right call.
No, but I will agree that I think Fallen brings something to Liquid that Stewie never could, which is that consistency in the communication and his leadership style. You know, I think Stewie was always
a bit of flux.
Yeah, in flux, but that's also, you know, part of why we love him. Yes. Part of why his play is so unique and why he's regarded as such a prominent figure within Team Liquid. That's the aggressive maneuver. Move. It is. I wonder how they handle it. A quick boost, 3 players lean B early, and they actually go walking for info. This could be the end of PRT.
This is a hard clear, though.
He's looking around at the floor. Oh, still gets his headshots. A second delivered. Great reactions out of PRT. And, well, the B defense probably a little shaky now. They've got the bomb in Palace, though, so PRT is going to go on a one-man mission.
Oh, Stewie's not going to clear here. Top mid-box. Pasadeo should be set up for a frag here. Right in the back of the head. Stewie's not going to... Look, okay, almost timing in Counter-Strike being the cruelest of mistresses, and now it will just be this 2-on-4 situation. PRT still over towards B. Grim's tasked with taking him out. He thinks he may have even evacuated. Fallen floating over towards CT spawn. This feels like a matter of time for TeamOne to convert.
Yeah, they just want PRT to either call it clear or find more contact.
But they can't run back.
No.
If they run all the way back, Grim's here. Grim might just catch them off guard. So PRT has to go around the world and they have to finish A. There's too many unknowns.
Hurry up. PRT, I mean, he's got to do his clears, I understand, but 30 seconds. By the time he's actually got that frag onto Fallen, they'll have about 10. So assuming he gets this frag, Fallen's actually considering it.
Oh, he's got him. Fallen.
Is
he going to come back?
He might have another look. Now they're distracting him. Yeah, they're throwing the nades. Everyone's staring at Palace. PRT to book him here. And that should be the end of it. And it is. Grim coming around from T spawn. Bomb to be planted. Just about 15 seconds left as the clock is extended. And Grim, going to be a predictable close from him.
If he goes for a couple of kills here, right, he doesn't need the clutch, but if he can just damage this economy, take a weapon or two with him, job done. Oh, was he spotted? I think so, yeah. The bullet signifies that. The AK, as part of the heist, Could have been a nice piece of treasure, but he'll get pinned on down, and there it is. 5-4, TeamOne. Keep it competitive. And that's, unfortunately, that's it for TeamOne. It looks like PRT's lost his bloody glasses. Guys, I can't see.
You see
Where
them?
did I drop my glasses?
Anyone?
The next minute, just bang, bang. Oh, I didn't need them after all. Never mind.
Yeah, he's looking very quick. Getting those headshots. 3 from PRT in that one.
Yeah, he felt comfortable yesterday on Nuke, for example, when they were taking yard space. He was getting space, right? I don't know if his impact went much further than that, but he was definitely making room for his team.
Yeah. He's got a Stewie odor to him, for sure.
Okay, okay. You smell Stewie often?
Oh, far too often.
Is it like a weird...
No, it's like a mild citrus.
All right.
Yeah.
And how close are you to him when you're smelling
Oh,
it?
I mean, you know, whatever he lets me.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, obviously
Up
with
to
this
Stewie's
whole
discretion.
2 meters Abstand Halton, whatever we're supposed to do in Germany, it's been difficult.
He stands in front of a pedestal fan, so make sure it wafts in your direction.
Precisely. Yeah, we have a deal. And that's the end of that. So fortunately, we get to jump straight back into the Counter-Strike. And again, they want to test B. I mean, you're not going to get another double out of PRT, I'll tell you that much. Fallen's throwing some aggression middle. Does he have support? He really doesn't, actually. I mean, Alicia's around the window, smoked off for now. Fallen sprayed through the underpass, will be able to retreat if he desires, but he doesn't. And actually willing to stand his ground here on an aggressive stance. He'll be able to call mid-clear.
Stewie's holding his underpass here, so he has a safety net. There's not going to be a flash over mid, so it's just if Stewie is drawn away from this position, it could be problems right now.
It's a hard one for Pesadeo, and just as he's caught out, Fallen collects an easy one.
Mid is completely clear. Like, it's just Grim on the site, and they're playing retake for this one.
Yeah, so a lot of space for them to get into that site. See if TeamOne can find that impactful double they desire. Smokes are up, and Grim going to be scouted out on that CT box. Towards that ticket position. Sandwich is there. They do need to get the bomb across Fallen's sight line, and there isn't a smoke for it.
That's it?
Yeah, this one's going to suck for TeamOne. Easy collection, just like that. Grim strikes as well, and one by one they fall. X and S, the last man to go, but that is Team Liquid extending their lead.
Oh, I feel that there were so many eggs put in that Pesadeo basket, right? Because if he lives, he's the X factor that is trying to deny connect a jungle window, and then that smoke is maybe not as important because they're dealing with him, and maybe in the chaos they can get across. Now, lots of maybes there.
Sure.
But when you see them going for an A take with no jungle smoke, there has to have been something up, right? There has to have been something missing as part of this. That can't be the desired finish here. So the money's still decent. Team Liquid do respond. Nice smoke there. That one's going to bounce a million miles a minute as they run onto A.
Yeah, really quick into A, and Stewie can't believe his luck. He's already collected one. So blind, these CT flashes. Fallen has just caught the whole team blind, and it enables Grim for 3. He's done very well with that, and the rest falls into place nicely. That's a shutdown.
Oof, and that's a big pace change to have there with what felt like a pretty decent looking round from TeamOne. So that falls flat quickly, and now they have to be scratching their head and asking some questions. This is the type of round you wouldn't have mind Tech 9s in that round, and then you can take advantage of maybe those gaps. But regardless, it's already happened. The scoreline could get a lot worse here. Here's the highlight package for you. On the way out, the AKs are everywhere, the AWP even in play. And it's just a risk to go for a maneuver like that with a full buy. I guess everything you do is an educated risk in a lot of these scenarios. Now, Pesadeo on his own mid jaunts once more. The B bomb side looking like they want to test Naf again here, and that's a good opening. That's an avenue of attack right now.
Yeah, that changes things.
Naf's isolated.
If he doesn't do anything with his life here, he's been blinded off, swung on, and oh wow, Naf quick to the return.
Should be enough.
Second, yeah, he's taken Malbs with him as well. The planet would be great, PRT. You're playing with fire on these jiggles. Oh, damn,
what?
Snappy out of Grim. Very quick, and old PRT's got his AK, but he's got no ground to cover. The whole squad's looking for him. Grim's on the site, fallen in the window, and the AWP shot has gone awry. As it fades, he's sprayed, and yeah, it's 8 already for Liquid.
That was snappy from Grim, wasn't it? That was an interesting little one. Looked like the W key was still being held there in a big way, but on the head, locks on in. And you know the biggest heartbreak, well, no, there's been a few of those. You know the biggest problem in that kind of round right there for TeamOne is the lack of plant, right? You feel that when you get those kills, Elige dying on Cat, you frag out Naf, I know he takes 2, but getting the bomb down, it felt like that needed to be essential because Pasadena went for a hero AK, which means now he's still operating under that 4K mark. Everybody else can buy, right? I'm sure Maluki would have loved a little bit more with the AWP, you always do as an AWPer, but that was a great opportunity for them to get the bomb down, and they weren't able to make it happen.
Let's see this again. Like, I mean, he's not looking, it's just in his peripheral vision, but he gets straight to that head.
Nice reactions from Grim there.
Yeah.
All right, well, no T-sided AWP here. TeamOne maybe wanting to keep to some of these faster paced maneuvers. It's going to be 5 rifles, 1 with the Galil, the rest with the AK, and now they're just setting up for a bit of a map spread here. Malv's having a cell middle on his lonesome.
8-7 still within reach for TeamOne, but it would have to start now.
Ooh, it does look a lot like they're going to do an A fake and then try and take room B. Pasadena isn't committed with the bomb. Here's the fake.
Yeah, well, it's fallen out of kitchen. Mission accomplished. If you get a frag, it's only going to sell it further. PRT through the smoke, trying to time it on the reload. You know, Stewie's there, but Elige, the bodyguard, delivers. And now, open for business is the B side. Naf from short, a bit late to the angle, but we'll confirm there's action B. TeamOne, a man disadvantage, but you've got the side. Mouth very likely to find impact. Fallen's hit a very quick one. Oh, and it falls apart again for them. Caught on the jump. Maluk is the last to fall, but that was a quick one out of Fallen. They were taking space, but denied at every front.
Yeah, I think Naf really, his positioning as we caught it, shows a lot because he is just peeking up off of the sound cues in towards the B bomb site, aware of how much ground could have possibly been lost here. This one could have been the difference maker in the round, really, couldn't it? Just unable to convert that one. That's a bit of a nightmare, bit of a problem.
I mean, if you have that kitchen position in Naf's cross to the site, suddenly it doesn't become so easy. And maybe, just maybe, that 5th could be on the board now, running away from them. We will once again see that slightly lighter rifle by.
Stewie's over here now as well. They're not drawn towards middle, so set up for this.
Okay, Stewie with a single pop flash. He can drop this. It's going to be a perfect time. Fallen's already taken one down. Blinded off. They do descend. Big from XNS. Sprays there too. Fallen still finding impact as that CT AWP.
Oh, they're all in.
It's chaos. 3 versus 2. Elige needs a multi and has delivered exactly that. He finishes with some style. 10 is already locked into the liquid tank. And 3,700 just doesn't sound like enough. A distinct lack of plants, Chad. Ever since you mentioned it, it's just been eliminations.
Yeah.
Like, no diffuses, no, not necessary.
It's hard to keep the game competitive when you're not getting that bomb down, right? We all know the importance of the economy in a game like Counter-Strike. And I think they're just being denied. There's lots of shutouts. There's some rounds which maybe look like they have potential, but realistically, they're not. And now we're down to the final round here, round 15. 4 Galils, 1 AK, and a dream. TeamOne's felt a lot of heartbreak right now. Maybe they're just aching too much. Been good stuff out of Liquid. I've been thoroughly impressed.
What's in your heartbreak basket? Like, what are you giving TeamOne? If you were giving them the optimal heartbreak basket.
Tissues.
Tissues.
Yep.
Maybe even like a face mask.
A scented candle.
Scented candle. Some incense sticks.
Yeah. I think that they need to do something drastic as well. Like maybe they need to break something.
Holding it with an AWP is always brave, but the fact he's found that so easily, just as Pesadeo obscured the light in the smoke, and oh, Stewie's double. Oh, he's looking good.
Pack her up.
Yeah, and pack it in. Team Liquid's 11th starting to begin.
Tink as well.
Yeah, Stewie takes 4 there, and his teammates will finish it off. That is domination from Team Liquid. And this is on TeamOne's pick. Short work from the Team Liquid boys, 5 rounds away from picking up the first.
Future Pros. We are back on Mirage, this time bringing you the classic jungle smoke. This will block off the CT's vision from jungle and connector. To do this smoke, get onto the ledge and aim at the center of this beam. Aim to the left of this thing and just below the top of it. Then throw the smoke. If done correctly, it should leave no gaps. Combine with the stairs and spawn smoke and you will have one of the most classic executes in CSGO.
Sometimes I like the way you try, even though you know you will fail. Sometimes I give you hope before I take it all away from you. I'll never let you win. I feel you caving in. I'll never let you win. I feel you caving in. I never get tired taking down your empire. I feel alive in the middle of the crowd. I hear your steps and every move you make. I'm always one step ahead. I smell your fear. Your tired sighs are music to my
Well, that felt like a real clinical CT side out of Team Liquid. TeamOne, they picked their best map and are here to do as much damage as they possibly can. It's the tail end of Group D, and we're looking to wrap this one up. Team Liquid can secure themselves a spot in the top 3, a guaranteed playoff spot, should they convert this win today. And it does seem like it is on its way. TeamOne, this is where we expect to see some resistance out of them. CT side, Maluki very, very comfortable on CT AWP and finding impact. We won't have that for the pistol. But let's see if he can do and deal with this test all the same. Molotov out of the window position, a whole squad charging down through mid, and that's the frag they were waiting for.
Oh, they're just sprinting into A, aren't they? X and S, what do you got for us here from the ticket position? Would need more than one frag to make this one interesting.
And now they already get the bomb down, something TeamOne couldn't.
Look at all the control right now that Liquid have in middle, right? They just have to stall this out, and they can play the post plant from far.
Oh, I mean, they even had a Palace position player that didn't need to activate. Fallen and Grim working on any of the rotating players. CT to be contested, Grim's waiting, and Crosshairs placed. That's a well thought out pistol. I like that. We'll talk about it in a second, see if PRT can do anything more with this. He's just losing his health left and right, but here's PFS Sadeo and that open plant.
Got a
Smoke
kit
as well. Hang on.
Okay.
This is threatening. 5 seconds, start counting.
Okay.
4, 1 bullet. 1 bullet. 1 bullet. Oh, he gets it. PRT ninjas under their nose. Such a perfect pistol. Everything else from Team Liquid was great, but that's the retake.
Ah, that's the ruin your day kit right there. The defuse kit and the smoke grenade on a pistol round.
Oh, they were even planted for. Look at his health. 1 bullet. They're just throwing him at all angles. They can't find him. And as he's in the air, that last second defuse comes in.
Oh, dear. How to start your day right with PRT.
Well, you know what? I've seen TeamOne lose plenty of those.
There are 3 AKs out right now.
Yeah, and why does their buy look better than TeamOne? I guess this is why we like plants, right, Chad?
Yeah, we love a plant. We also love players staying alive, and that is huge from Grim. Forget the pistol round.
Oh, it's filthy.
See you later. Well, this one started great.
Oh, well, that's, yeah, one way to lose a second round, I suppose.
Well, they still have a smoke on Maluki and a kit on PRT, so there is hope.
Gamble stack, I suppose. Fallen, he's just going to regroup with his squad. Now, this is from the Chad Birchall School of Counter-Strike.
Yeah, unless they go B, right? this round is done.
Yeah.
If Team Liquid find the path of least resistance, which is up through connector in towards
As
A.
Liquid often does.
Ah, water will always find true level.
That's true, and they've found it. Oh dear.
Water's a magnificent thing.
Isn't it? You could even say it was fundamental of life.
You could.
Good.
So which breakup song are you a bit more into here? I got a list.
Oh.
Someone Like You by Adele.
I still see your shadows in my room.
That's
Can't
not...
take back the love that I gave you. You're telling me that's not a
that's
heartbreak
not-
song?
Yeah, but that's not Someone Like You by Adele.
It's not. No. No, I was just thinking of heartbreak
What's that
songs.
song called?
That's Lucid Dreams by
Okay.
Juice WRLD.
All right. Ah, yes,
He
yes.
samples Police. Sting got angry.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Well, they're on a very nice hunt here. These are the rifles, right? And Grim, he just might take them all.
He's so scary right now. This is actually 4 for Grim. I mean, he got that double on the apps. He comes back to finish the job. And
Well,
Fallen couldn't find a weapon. Poor guy.
And that's it. Like that piss around win that they had, forget about it. Who cares? They lost everything. They didn't
It's
save
over.
a single thing. This is Deagles. This is a force buy that is going to look rough as guts, right? They only have 1,400 into this next round of play, and this is how it started. 1, 2, round over. Thanks for playing. And this, salt in the wound. Oh, you wanted to save? You wanted to try and be competitive going forward? Yeah, sorry about that, guys. We're just going to take everything, actually.
Every single thing.
All of it.
Oh, and you can see the ramifications. Look what it's left them with. I mean, you're staring down the barrel of already a 12-5 scoreline. You're forced to put all of your measly pennies into the bargain bucket. You've gone to Poundland, and you've come out with some water pistols trying to defend your honor.
Poundland, for those of you who aren't British, is nothing naughty. It's just
oh gosh, yeah.
£1.
£1, Euroland.
Yeah.
What would you call it in Oz? Dollar Tree?
Yeah, dollar shop.
Dollar shop.
Yeah, but most stuff at the dollar shop costs $2. So.
Does it really? Well, they've really missed the whole point there.
Yeah. Stewie, you trying to get baited in here. The flash, it's going to help. Oh, in a big way. The assist is there. Pasadeo noted, and be good to find anything. He's lost his head from his shoulders, and, well, with PRT getting run down, I think it's more of the same.
XNS has got his Super Soaker out. This one's the Super Soaker 3000. It's the newest model. It's very good. Maluki's not got more than that, but XNS still, with the aforementioned powerful pistol, could try and do a little more damage. Couple of chances there, and just shy of the mark. Full at 13. Liquid looking to make very short work of TeamOne here.
This is just a shame. Because every game we've had with TeamOne, well, not every game, every series, at least one map has been close, right? And it's been competitive, it's been overtime, it's like they've just fallen over in a couple of rounds against, you know, these low buys. This hasn't been that. They've been getting owned. This is pure destruction.
But Liquid made a couple of teams look like and feel like that. You know, like...
That NIP game.
The NIP game is at the tip of my tongue as well.
That made me go, wait, NIP, what are you even doing?
But yeah, but Liquid are clearly able to make it all of the teams in their group so far feel like that. I mean, don't forget they were within touching distance of the Gambit W as well.
That was a great game. That was a lovely game to watch.
On the half, as I hear Hugo curse it with his voodoo. There's no way this can go wrong, right? Don't know why he's a Cockney child, but...
Hugo and I have the opposite of that. I have like a preppy private school,
Yeah, I don't know why
wearing the tie and the blazer.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Hey, can I
He's doing the proper, he's having scones and tea with the queen.
Oh, scones and tea and cursing TeamOne.
So call this one 14. The bomb is down. The 40 seconds has started. And if you want, you can count them out at home next time. Next time the bomb gets planted, count down from 40 and see what happens.
I'm a little remiss we haven't had a mouse moment at all.
That's the second map. There's
When's
an
he supposed
Inferno.
to have one? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this game he's been kept very humble.
Who's even fragging out here? No one. It's 11 for PRT, 9 for XNS, 8 for Pasadeo, 5 for Malbs, and 4 for Maluki. So the two we've been getting excited about are at the bottom of the scoreboard, but it's not like there's too much separating top from bottom here.
Yeah.
Well, TeamOne, no CT-sided AWP, being one of your strengths. No defuse kit, a Molotov, a bunch of smokes, a couple of flashes. Let's see how long we can extend this one for.
Yeah, perfect smokes from Liquid. They've even got the lineups to throw that window smoke from every single spawn.
Just one or two nerds started that, and then now everybody has to do it, you know?
That's all it takes. A couple of people bother
To learn all
of the lineups.
Anyway, so what if I just spawn in and I just throw it from where I spawn?
Yeah.
I guess.
It would be nice.
That would be cool.
As an in-game leader, you're going to be, you know,
Frothing at the bloody mouth.
Frothing at the mouth for that. He's taking the right gambles. XNS, though, oof, in the open for one.
Good trading.
Yeah, man advantage maintained. Nice work from Stewie2K, and they are crawling into A. Malbs with his M4 has arrived on stairs. Maluki taking some risks here and some pot shots. Damn, taps away at the head of Stewie, and he knows the A site is lost. 2 players now in, and to contest, Elige behind, does manage the spray, but it's all on Elige now.
Needs to be careful here.
Yeah, the plan's not perfect for him either. Oh, this would be a quick reposition if he could pull this one off.
Oh, he's fumbled it, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, remember no kit?
They faked it, yeah.
They have no kit.
Means Elige has got the pre-aim. Nice work. Maluki will take it. And, I mean, after having a man advantage on the commit, that's a great recovery.
Yeah, I've been able to handle that, and I think Maluki and his just taps with the M4 is a big component of that there. It did get scrappy in the 3-on-3. Elige fluffing that kill initially. I'm not sure if him making it cleaner would have changed anything, so here nor there in the scheme of things. But yeah, just bodyguarding one another, making this one possible here, and multiple smokes down. Lots of question marks for Elige. No real way in. And we'll call that 6. Well, enough amount of, you know, many reactions, many faces, many words.
That was the most words he's spoken all game.
Oh, this is aggressive.
It's very aggressive. XNS has pushed up with his partner in crime. Pesadeo, they need to trade. Oh, and Liquid will. Grim keeps it level and favors Liquid again.
Okay, Maluki, what can you do this time? Up close and personal with an AK-47. You have 2 on the other end of that smoke. Very diligent stuff there, making sure that he can't hang around up close and personal. So they forced Maluki back to more of a passive angle. Right now, the question mark for TeamOne is the B bomb site. PRT in the vent room. Malbs over towards jungle, and Maluki still focused on that ramp position. As PRT goes for a little bit of a look in mid, and it is called silent over towards that A bomb site. They have to start getting the hairs on the back of the neck sticking up for the potential B finish.
Surely, you'd think so, but PRT not even taking a glance. Is he waiting for retake, waiting for util? He'll hear the flashes now.
Yeah, lots of noise.
And one's through. Oh, a chance presented itself. Stewie's just too good, and the rest will have to save what little they can.
Oh, saving on 15 to 6.
Yeah.
Or, well, saving on 14 to 6 when it's about to come 15 to 6. Yeah, well, you're not going to retake the B bomb site down a man. So they went for another one of those more gambly style maneuvers with the leftover members. And TeamOne, with that desperate mid push, right? They're just trying to take the game to Liquid here. So looks like we'll get back to regular programming. It's just the 2 rounds now for TeamOne on their CT side. One the pistol, one a rifle round. Not a lot to boast.
Chad, did you see the sad news about Sanji?
I did see the sad news about Sanji.
What was your initial reaction? Were you surprised?
I think, unfortunately, he...
Like, I mean, if there was a name that when VP were going to make changes...
Well, it was always going to be Sanji.
It was always going to be Sanji.
It was always going to be Sanji. The thing is, I would have liked to have seen how Sanji could have operated in the team if he wasn't so selfless. Like, we're assuming that he's being told to do all these things. But imagine if he was just doing that off of his own. Like, that, if he was just more confident in himself and maybe played as just more of a standard member of the team, a bit more like a Tizian and less like a Sanji.
I remember when he first arrived, prior to his days with the VP boys, and looked like a real prominent fragging presence. First couple of debut games, I remember casting a nuke game in particular where he did pop off.
Yeah, he's really dropped off now, though. So, yeah, look, it's interesting. We'll have to wait and see how that unfolds. VP definitely needs something.
Yeah, they do. Is there a rumor for the 5th?
No, I haven't heard anything at the moment. Could be anybody.
I'm trying to think of Russian free agents. Bring back Flame Dogger.
I think he's done, mate.
Oh. Well, there's another one in the feed from the CTs to start us off. That scout is in play, and finding that insta headshot is a dream.
Oh, good info there on the jump peak. So they're working with something here. Sub 1 minute.
If you do peek again, though, I feel like Fallen has had that information relayed and is now ready for you to have a gander.
Oh.
Maluki, oh dear, both of them backs turned. Elige is hunting.
But behind.
Oh, that's a really nice finish. And from behind, Malbs now up the ladder. Leash is strafed around. Look at this. The movement god nearly converts the full round. It is into A. Bomb to be planted. They're clearing it out as we speak. A safe plant. The AWP established in CT. Stewie on the stairs. It seems perfect. It really does. Is this the end? PRT and Malbs now finding some headshots. Stewie eliminated. Partnered up. They have a kit. They have a smoke.
Both spawn, though. This is not an easy clear. You still have a lot of mysteries. And I think that flash kind of tells exactly that.
Yeah, and they just used their smoke as well for connector, so they really don't know what they're up to and what they're up against. Missed shot from Fallen, and Grim has to come up clutch. The first found, and dancing with him, rotting the clock. He has to force the push. PRT does deliver, but I'm not sure if there's enough time.
He's got a kit. It's going to be close.
Right down to the wire, right down to the very last second. He says play on.
Just.
PRT with the recovery, and that kit, again, worth its weight in gold.
Yeah, we'll give that one as a Team Liquid fumble there, right? They had the advantage, just caught looking the wrong way on Stewie, I believe that was. And as I mentioned, there's no way for TeamOne to know where both of those players were. They had very, very limited information. Fallen's miss, really just making those problems stand out even more so. And you feel that Grim has done a lot here, right? He stayed patient for PRT. He knows that he's against the clock. He knows that he has to hit that shot. The defuse will come on through. They keep their head above water, so they're bobbing around now. Definitely no safety vest being applied just yet.
But there is a whistle to attract attention. A light.
Someone's probably thrown the ring in the water.
Yeah.
Right, so they're swimming for that right now.
How does it go? There's a tube to top it up.
Yep.
Is a light to attract attention.
There's a light to attract, and a whistle.
And a whistle.
Yep.
Don't inflate it before you get out of the aircraft.
Well, you're just going to be a bit bumbly.
That would be silly,
yeah, you don't want
wouldn't
to
it?
block the doorway.
I've always been very excited about the concept of the inflatable slide. I remember as a kid, I always thought that was something that was like commonplace, and I'd at least get to sample the fun slide.
Yeah, unfortunately, like me being the pessimist I am, just goes to probably the screaming and tears and fire that's probably happening at the same
What a
time.
horrible combination of words you've just thrown at me.
Okay.
Screaming, tears, and fire. There you go. Lovely.
Yeah, and the panic, because you know that there's a couple of people who are a bit scared of flying in the mix there as well.
And the very same people that applaud as it lands as well. If you're one of those,
keep it up.
Keep it up, man.
Yeah, just keep enjoying the little things. Enjoy the little things.
Celebrate the little things.
But celebrate everybody's job. When you see someone, you know, when they're out there and make you a coffee.
Oh, is that
that's
little cheeky one?
What's that about?
Yeah, I'm intrigued. It looks like it'd give a one-way to the Palace play.
What is that about?
It kind of does, actually. He's got info to clear at least the Aggie line. Sussy smoke. XNS is in a bit of a standoff here. There's a couple of seconds separating him from instant death. Oh, and he does recede at the perfect time, trying to dink out the walk-up, and he does hit the bullet, but Grim Seike's better. Kept even. Maluki needs to contribute here, and he has tucked in to do so. Missed his shot, doesn't get on a second opportunity, and now PRT with it all on his plate. One Palace, bomb planted. They are ahead of the smoke. Liquid looking to convert this map, but they're making it costly here. Malbs is making it threatening. They know there's one on ramp. They only know there's one ramp now, and he's so low. This is looking like another successful retake for TeamOne. The plant is not for Grim. So just count to 3. 1, 2, 3. And there's a locked in.
I would love to get the stats man, Peter, involved here just to see what's going on, because I would hazard a guess that Liquid have probably lost the most 1vx situations out of all teams so far in Pro League. Now that is just based off of the Gambit stat line alone. In the Gambit game, they lost 8-1. So they're involved in 9 1vx situations. And they lost 8. Right? And here, we've just had a couple back-to-back. I know they've won a couple. They've also lost a fair few. Well, they've definitely been, I would say they've been involved in what feels like the most.
And I don't want to plant that seed, but if we see another go down the way it has...
Double digits?
Yeah. I'll keep the seed in my pocket until then. Maluki. On to Stewie, and now Liquid crunch into the A site. They've got so much room here. Turns the flash nicely. That's aggressive from Pesadeo. He hasn't finished his first, but Maluki only good for the one. Elige is such a threat. And XNS with the FAMAS trying to destabilize, but they clear him nicely. Yeah, out of the smoke, quick and to the head.
Okay.
They do still have their kit smoke combo. Fallen Is that Fallen? Yeah, hiding in the smoke. We're hiding in plain sight for another. The impact from the leader just to finish the job here. Stops it before they trip over their shoelaces. And the T-side closeout is secured. 16-8 the final score. Liquid take TeamOne's pick. And they continue their winning ways. They are only one map away, chat, from locking themselves in to get out of Group D and into the playoffs.